Hi and welcome to my channel. So as you already know, the UK is currently going through a very challenging and difficult period. So if you are a candidate who is keen on moving to the UK, or you're already in the UK and you're thinking to yourself, Melvis, what next? What should I do? How do I proceed from here considering all these laws, rules and policies that the UK is announcing every single day, implementing and planning to implement? Look, you're thinking towards the right direction because indeed this is the time for you to reflect on your personal circumstances. What should I do next? What should happen to me? Can I bring my dependents and all of that? That's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. So if you're new to my channel, obviously, you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate your time. I do hope, as usual, that you're finding these helpful, but that they are helping you with your decision making. Also, if you haven't joined this family, by the way, take this opportunity right now to hit the subscribe button so that you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here, because you don't want to miss out. I make sure that you get the latest opportunities in the UK and the best opportunities that this country has to offer so that you're not left behind. And so today, yes, if you're watching this video today, then yes, I mean today, we're having a live session where we're going to be talking about the way forward into 2024. So if you're in the UK now or out of this country, you should be reflecting on what you want to do. What jobs should you be going for and all of that. We will talk about that in today's session. The session is going to be starting at 8:30 UK time, which means if you're going to be joining that session from outside the UK, do make sure that you're checking the time difference, because sometimes I have people joining 2 hours before, 1 hour before, 1 hour after, and all of that. And there's a lot of confusion sometimes with the time differences. So please do make sure that you're checking the time in your area wherever you are in the world. And we're going to be starting 8:30 UK time today, and we're going to be talking about the recent UK laws and changes, how they affect you as an individual personally, and what you should do in order for you to make sure that you know what to do basically come 2024, visa sponsorship, job wise, as well as career progression opportunities. So I hope that you are definitely going to attend. And if you need to attend that session, you must register. So it's not open to everybody. It is not, it is only for people that have registered. So if you check the comment section below, you're going to see a link to register for that live session. And then when you register, you're the only one that will have access, because if you don't register, you will not be able to join. The reason I'm insisting is because 8:30, I'm going to have people messaging me, texting me, calling me, saying, Melvis, I'm not able to join the session. Where and how do I join? Please, you need to register in the comment section below, because only those people who have registered have access to join the session. And so what are we really then talking about? Also, by the way, I do normally share information through my newsletter about free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK or to switch your visa if you're in this amazing country already. Whether you're on a student visa, you're on a temporary visa, whatever the situation is, I share that through my newsletter, which, like I said, if you check the comment section below, you can join, and then I send that info directly to your inbox. You're also going to find my contact details on there, so that, if there's any concerns that you have, or you're like, oh, Melvis, what about XYZ, then get in contact with me ASAP, and I'll be able to, provide that information if it's something that I can. Also, I share information about career progression opportunities. Look, career progression is something that I always go on about, but it is even more important now, because as you know, with the recent laws that the UK government is implementing from 2024, if you don't progress in your career, you will not be able to earn the required amount of money to bring dependents to the UK. And it doesn't matter what your job is, by the way, which means that progression is the only way out to bring your dependents and live in this country. So you 100% want to be pursuing those opportunities. If you're a carer, you need to be thinking, how can I progress in my career? What else can I do? There are apprenticeships that I always share on this channel. There are other jobs, that pay a lot of money and still offer sponsorship. So again, it is your duty to explore what those opportunities are. And again, I do share that directly through my newsletter to your inbox. You're not reliant on the YouTube algorithm. So again, you want to join that newsletter, you drop your name and email, and you're part of it. It doesn't need any complexity, and like I said, my contact details are on there as well, so do get in contact with myself. So at this point in time, if you're in the UK or out, you will be thinking about how to proceed. You may be confused as to what you need to do now. Is the UK still worth it? Is it not? What should I do? Which that's the right thing to do. So first, you need to assess your personal circumstance. Very important, because YouTube videos are very generic. The information, it may not be tailored to you. You may watch this video and you're still thinking, Melvis, what are you even on about? Because I don't know who is watching this video. You could be watching this for yourself, for your dependents. You could be on the student visa, on a work visa. You could be out of the UK. You could just be a passerby on here just thinking, what's this girl on about? I've got no idea. And so, by the way, I do offer personalized guidance through my private coaching program. If you check the description box below or the about section of this YouTube channel, I offer tailored one-to-one individualized and personalized guidance specific for your individual circumstances. So we're going to sit down, obviously, and say, what is the situation with you? What is going on now? And what is the best way to proceed? What is the best job for you to apply going forward, depending on your personal circumstances? Free visa sponsorship opportunities, jobs that are available. How do you apply? Where do you apply? What do they need most importantly? Because let me tell you, when it comes to UK jobs and visa sponsorship and career progression, it's not about, how to apply per se. It's not about the links or where to apply, because that information is publicly available. The challenge that people face is how to apply. What do you need on that supporting information? What do you need, on your CV? When you go to the interview, what are they looking out for? That's information that if you don't have and you don't know how to proceed with the specific job that you need, is going to be very challenging. And that's what you get from my private coaching program, tailored to your individual circumstances. Because ultimately, if you want to get a job, you need to be willing to make the sacrifices that are needed for you to succeed, to achieve your goals and for you to move on in life. You don't want to end up looking for jobs year in, year out. It's a waste of your time. You need to dedicate time. Like I always say, if you're part of that coaching program, you know what I always say. You need to dedicate your time, get a job and move on to the next thing. You don't want to be stuck for such a long time applying for jobs. And by the way, as I'm yapping along, if you've got any questions, concerns, do leave that in the comment section below, and I'll be able to respond. But obviously, like I've said, if it's something private and personal, then you're more than welcome to contact me directly. You're going to find my contact details obviously in the comment section below. So like I've said, don't forget our live session today. It's really crucial. It's very important to dissect these laws and these rules to see how they're going to affect you and to see ways out of the situation. If you want to bring your dependents to the UK, what should you do? What are the pathways that are available? What are the different jobs, that are available that will still enable you to bring your dependents? Because as you know, all UK jobs are not the same, and that's what we're going to be focusing on obviously in that session. And that's what you should be doing as well. After assessing your situation, you need to know what are the jobs that are offering visa sponsorship at this point in time. It's not about your experience, your knowledge and your skills. First, you need to look at what are the jobs that are offering visa sponsorship. Some people get really sucked into like, oh, this is my qualifications, these are my skills, this is this. The truth is that when you need visa sponsorship, you need to align with those jobs that offer sponsorship, so that when you use that opportunity to get your visa sponsorship, then you can progress from there and get into whatever sector you want. And that is kind of like the natural progression, especially considering the recent changes that have come about in the UK. It's going to become even more crucial that you are absolutely on top of your game, understanding the different types of UK jobs that are available and how the laws and the rules and the policies affect each of those jobs, because the competition for jobs, like I've always said, is going to be very, very high. And so obviously, if you're part of my coaching program, then I'll be supporting you personally with that. And during today's session, we're going to be going through all of those details. So please do join. I've had loads of messages from many of you concerned about the changes, how you're going to be affected, and I've said to you, we're going to discuss everything in today's session. So do make sure that you attend and encourage your other friends who are also part of it to attend that session, so that we can discuss it, go through your concerns, worries, and look at alternative ways in order to go about things, especially as 2024 is approaching. So these are some of the things that you really need to do. So first, assess your individual circumstance situation. Then secondly, what are the jobs that are offering visa sponsorship? Third, of these jobs offering visa sponsorship, which ones can you bring dependents, which ones cannot? If you're considering the student route, for example, what are the courses that offer sponsorship? What are the courses that will not offer sponsorship at the end of the course? And also, which courses will enable you to bring your dependents. Again, we're going to go through all of this during that session. And if you're not able to attend the session, obviously, then these are the things that you should be doing, which is why I'm sharing this video on here, so that you're aware of those points for discussion and what you should also be focusing on as an individual this point in time. Because, you know, the whole point is really about looking for ways to adjust ourselves with the system, because we've got no choice but to respect these laws and rules and policies and to abide by them, because obviously it's government policy. So like I've said, do share this video, by the way, with your friends, colleagues, loved ones. Encourage them to attend the session so that they can get this information by themselves without lingering on YouTube and, you know, wondering what's going to become of them. You know, this is such crucial information that you don't want to be reliant just on YouTube, but you want to do more fact finding and more research on this. So I hope to see you in that session. Do register in the comment section, because only people who've registered will be able to join the session. If you don't register, you will not be able to join. And I'll see you 8:30 UK time today. See you then.